From the United States to Northern Ireland, 8 schools have made the journey over the Atlantic where the game of basketball has found a home in Belfast. The Emerald Isle plays host to an experience unlike any other. 8 games in 3 days, a battle of attrition, who will be left standing and leave as the college basketball champions of Northern Ireland. It's the Belfast Classic.
The Titanic quarter of Belfast, Northern Ireland is home to the SSE Arena, and today we start coverage of the 2nd annual Basketball Hall of Fame Belfast Classic on CBS Sports Network. 8 teams have come to beautiful Northern Ireland for some great hoops, culture, and fun. We start with Dartmouth, the Ivy League, and Marist of the MAC. This year's Classic has expanded from 4 to 8 teams. They're competing in 2 separate brackets, the Samson and Goliath, named after the famous massive cranes in the Titanic quarter shipyard. Next door, today we bring you the Samson bracket semifinals. Hello again, everyone. Cheers and welcome to Belfast, Northern Ireland. So great to have you with us. David Patrick Ryan and Peter Joseph Gillen with you. This is going to be a lot of fun, Pete. We're back again. The event has expanded from 4 to 8 teams. It's bigger and better than ever. What an experience for the players, coaches, broadcasters, too.
This is a unique tournament. You learn about the culture in Northern Ireland. You visit a place like the Titanic Museum, voted the #1 tourist spot in the whole world, and have terrific basketball competition. Dave, it does not get any better than this.
For Dartmouth, let's talk about Brendan Barry, a 3-point ace, one of the top 3-point shooters in the nation. He does more things as well.
Brendan Barry is an outstanding point guard. He shoots 61% from 3-point land. He creates shots for himself and his teammates. He's very, very talented. He's one of the best point guards in the Ivy League. He really can knock it down from way downtown. He's really a special player. He's really a guy who's got to help them today.
Now from Marist College, the Red Foxes. Let's talk about Brian Parker. He's a lefty, a slasher. He's led this team in scoring the last 2 years.
Brian Parker is one of the best guards in the history of Marist basketball. He's very strong, physical, leads a team with 15 points a game, tremendous rebounder. He's got to play well for them to win.
Now it is time for our national anthem. Let's join public address announcer here at the SSE Arena, Joe Campo.
At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and join us for the playing of the national anthem of the United States of America.
When we come back to Belfast, it is game time. We start our coverage of the 2nd annual Belfast Class. Our doubleheader day starts with Dartmouth, the Ivy League, and Marist of the MAC.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Sports Changes Life Foundation, raising aspirations of young people on both sides of the Atlantic through sport and education. By DiscoverNorthernIreland.com. Come and discover Northern Ireland, as we are made for sport. And by Aer Lingus, official flight provider of the Basketball Hall of Fame Belfast Classic.
We saw the world-famous Titanic Museum, Titanic Quarter here in Belfast, Northern Ireland, ready to go for Marist Dartmouth opening game here today. For Marist, David Knudsen, Copenhagen, Denmark, one of 3 international players in the roster, scores 9 points a game. Dartmouth had 5 players in double figures. Keep a close eye on Adrees Jackson, 71.4% from beyond the three-point line, 15 of 21 on the year. That qualifies him for #1 in the nation. Pete, these teams have come a long way to play basketball.
No question
ready
about
to tip it up.
No, it should be an exciting game. Both these teams want to win now, get their winning tradition going.
Mike Kelly, Andy O'Brien, John Garbinski, on-court officiating crew here today in Belfast. Chris Knight jumps it up with Tobias Sjoberg, the Marist big man from Sweden. And here is the Dartmouth Big Green Ivy League first possession.
Marist starts in man-to-man, which they play most of the time.
I work inside for Chris Knight, sophomore from Madison, Wisconsin, the first bucket of our tournament this year.
He's really strong inside, Dave. He's been playing great so far this season.
Teams came either Sunday or Monday from overnight from the U.S. to get here. Acclimation process, practices, local appearances, and here they are playing. And Sjoberg's got a bucket with a nice jump hook.
Big physical guy from Sweden.
He insists there. He's a junior from Dublin, New Hampshire. Not the Republic of Ireland. Nope. South of us by about an hour and a half. Jackson forces Stair under 10 to shoot. He'll launch from 3. Front iron miss. Hines the rebound for Marist.
So Stair hasn't missed much this season, Dave. 71% from three-point land. Unbelievable.
Isn't that something? Those numbers are fantastic. Here is Parker, team's leading scorer we told you about top of the broadcast. Gets the handoff from Sjoberg. Parker likes the slash in the paint. Aggressive player. Jackson the rebound for Dartmouth. Barry can shoot it from beyond the arc. We know that. And penetrate. Works off for Knight. Here's Sister. Kicking out. Long range jumper put up and in by Foy.
Dartmouth is second in the country in three-point baskets made. 13.5 a game. That's unbelievable.
It's a fantastic number. And a big part of the Dartmouth attack. 3-3 record entering play here in Belfast today. Sjoberg open, high-low play, and a nice feed. Parker found him, and Sjoberg finishes. He's got 2 early buckets. Knight at the elbow.
Sjoberg only has 8 points on the season. He's already got halfway there. He's got 4.
How about that? Knight off the wing, pulls up and hits. Nice floater for Chris Knight. He's got a pair of early buckets. Good start offensively for each, having come over the pond from the U.S.
Yeah, good shot selection, good execution on the offense.
Hines, the freshman, almost 6 points a game. Knudsen, one of 2 international starters, used to that long travel. Here's Knudsen, short on a 3, but finds a loose change on the baseline. Can't scoop to the hoop and hit. Jackson the rebound. Reese Jackson, team's leading scorer and rebounder. 14.7 a game in terms of boards. He's quite a threat.
He's a tough matchup, Dave, because he can go inside or outside. I think he's their best player.
Foy skips to Barry. He'll try a 3, rattles out. And Knudsen has the defensive glass.
Coach John Dunn is saying, push it, push it. Bringing a different offense, as you know, into Marist, Dave. More up-tempo, not as many threes, attack the basket, go inside a little bit more.
Sjoberg blocked by Knight. Great recovery defense. The run out. Sister to the basket for 2. Team captain. Sjoberg, this is Parker. That high post screen takes advantage and hits.
Yeah, he's a mid-range guy, Dave. He's not too much from downtown. couple of steps inside the top of the key, but he's a tremendous guard for Marist. One of the best they've ever had in their history.
Chris Knight feeds for Foy. This is Barry again. Loves the three. And hits.
That's a layup for him. Rick Barry would be proud of him the way Rick used to shoot the ball.
47.3% for Barry from beyond the arc. That's #1 in the nation, active career three-point shooting percentage. How about that?
Amazing.
Parker up top, not this time from 17. And Barry has the rebound. Foy for Knight. Lost it off his foot. Knutson. Turnover. Lost it. We've got our first timeout. It'll be Dartmouth ball when we return to Belfast.
There's a guy named Brendan Barry. He's one of the best three-point shooters alive, dead, or yet to be born from way downtown. Splash! Brendan Barry. Oh, my.
Good start for Dartmouth in the Ivy League here in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Pete, let's take your keys for the game.
Well, for Dartmouth, transition D, got to get back and eat the glass, got to rebound, got to get in the mud, get in the glue. For Marist, protect the rock, take care of the ball, and defend a three-point shot. Right now, they're not doing that, Dave. 2 for 4 from three-point land for Dartmouth.
Dartmouth led by David McLaughlin, third season running the show for the Big Green. 4-year run as an assistant at Northeastern. Featured a bit of the big dance. John Dunn for Marist, first year leading the Red Fox program, successful 12-year run at league rival St. Peter's, including a trip to the NCAA tournament.
Exactly, and as you know, they won the CIT championship 2 years ago. So he did a wonderful job at St. Peter's, and I think he's going to do a great job at Marist.
Barry handles for Will Emery. Off the bench for Dartmouth. Torres Samuels into the game for the first time. Foy pulls up, needs some help. He's watched by Ryan Funk. He's Marist, top player in terms of minutes played, but now coming off the bench all year long. Loose change came to Samuels. Couldn't convert, but Knight does. Active offensive glass for Chris Knight with half a dozen.
He's tough in the lane. He's really a very strong force for Dartmouth in the 3-second lane on the boards.
Ryan Funk, team's second leading scorer, and a captain. He told us yesterday it's a reversal of roles. Now being off the bench, but he likes it. Gets a feel for the game that first commercial timeout. Then he's good to go.
As you mentioned, he plays more minutes than anybody, so he just gets a feel, see what's going on, and comes in ready to shoot the three.
Dosic for Marist. Follow up, he's got it. Alexander Dosic. The transfer from Marshall, originally from Montenegro, playing here in Europe. Barry, hands off for Foy.
The switch go inside now, Dartmouth. It's a mismatch.
Overplay. Steer for Williams, the sophomore from Marist. The run out, and he's fouled on the way up.
Here we see good defense leading to offense. Nice steal, that time by Williams. Goes to the basket strong, it's foul. That's what they got to do. They got to create turnovers, because sometimes, Dave, as you know, Marist struggles scoring in their half court.
Austin Williams, sophomore from West Orange, New Jersey, to the free throw line. Open shot, got one more. His first point of the Belfast Classic. Foy and Knight are out for now. Here's Jackson, 10th in the Ivy League in points per game and 3rd in rebounds and free throw percentages back in. He's quite a weapon for Dartmouth.
Exactly, terrific player.
Williams hits a pair.
Yeah. Like I said, Dave, before, I think he's their best player. You know, he's inside, outside, knock down the three, posts up, skilled.
Fouls on Barry, his first.
Dartmouth running the Princeton offense, a lot of cuts, everybody's away from the basket.
Traveling call their coach on Will Emery.
Yeah, that's what Marist got to do. They have to make Dartmouth uncomfortable in their half-court offense. They run the Princeton offense, like Coach at Virginia and Xavier and Providence. We face that a lot. You got to make them uncomfortable. You trap the ball screens or run at them. Can't let them be comfortable running their offense slowly. Carve you up like a porterhouse steak, Dave.
That's what Parker likes to do. Slash through the lane and convert just like that. A post up for Brian Parker. The finish is only 6'3", but he plays bigger than that.
Yeah, he does. He's really tough in the lane. Physical and being a lefty, I think that's an advantage.
Erasmi to the game for the first time as well for Marist here. Samuels works for Barry. Sister. Emery. Light low block, can't finish. Jackson crashing the glass. Out of bounds, back to Marist.
Ryan Park is a Terminator in the lane. He's only 6'3", Dave, but he plays like he's 6'6". Big wide body. In that body shop lifting weights like you do before every game.
Senior from Cleveland. We met him yesterday. He's a big dude. He's 10th all-time Marist history in scoring. Good leader for the Red Foxes. Williams up top. Erasmi for Williams, lost the handle. Taken back by Jackson. He'll run the floor, try to finish off the glass. A little too hard. Rebound run out, Austin Williams. Marist comes the other way. Buck pulls up, thinking about a three ball. Has got it in transition. That's a nice looking triple from deep for Ryan Funk.
That was from across the pond in Glasgow, that shot. In Europe, but in another country, that was a deep shot by Ryan Funk. He made 77 three-point shots last year. A terrific three-point shooter.
Traveling call. Julian Smith, senior guard, in for Dartmouth. And we've got a timeout. Smith sat out the practice yesterday, injured ankle. Good to see him on the court for the Big Green. A beautiful sight, Northern Ireland. And the sun is out today. Rain the first couple days, but it is a gorgeous country. Come and check it out. Early going, Marist will lead up Dartmouth. Tonight, 8 Eastern, East Mississippi takes on Garden City of Kansas in the NCAA Football Championship. Top two JUCO squads battle it out for the national title only on CBS Sports Network. Early impressions, Pete, of our game here today.
Well, right now, Marist is doing a real good job defensively, Dave. They've created 4 turnovers by Dartmouth by pressuring them. So Dartmouth jumped out with the three-point shooting, but right now Marist got control here by their defense. So their defense is getting their offense going. So they got to continue that. Dartmouth's got to slow down and take better care of the basketball.
Marist 1-4 coming off a bad loss against Buffalo Saturday. Funk tries another three. Wow, 2 for 2. From beyond the arc for Ryan Funk.
Tremendous three-point shooter.
He's gone over 200 career threes with those 2 triples. 201 to be exact. Now for Ryan Funk at Marist. Off-ball foul call.
He's a catch-and-shoot guy. Nice pass by Park. A little screen. Knocked it in. Good execution and a half-court offense that time by Marist.
Isaiah Lamb back in the game. Tied for the team lead. Rebounds per contest for Marist. Knight the post up. Short this time. Dosic the rebound. Not a good box out for Marist. Here's Lamb. Hits in transition. It's a 3. Isaiah Lamb on the scoreboard here in Belfast today.
The previous staff, Dave, all right, they had a lot of three-point shooters. That was their philosophy. Now, John Dunn is an outstanding new coach at Marist. We're going to shoot the 3, but we're going to be more defensive-oriented. So he's trying to help their defense get better.
Just there, got cut up in the air, nowhere to go, Pete.
Yeah.
And Lamb finds it. Williams on the go for Marist. Dosic up top. Funk thinking about 3 for 3. What a start!
Wow.
Off the bench for Ryan Funk. It's a quick, silky release. And Dartmouth has seen enough. David McLaughlin, head coach, needs a way to defend Ryan Funk right now. Raining threes in Belfast. Timeout for Dartmouth. Marist, thanks to Ryan Funk, off the bench coach, taking the lead here.
That's what he does. Plays more minutes than anybody. They find him. He's a catch and shoot. That time Lamb knocked it in. All right, but Ryan Funk's the guy who can really knock it down. That's almost a 4-point shot, Dave. Way out. He's a catch and shoot guy. Tremendous form. Really lets it go. So second leading scorer for Marist, and they're getting them the ball. So right now it's the Marist defense. Dartmouth's got to get their offense going. I would go inside right now to Chris Knight. Nice execution.
Play. And Foy's got the layup. James Foy on a really good pass. The back door there from Knight at the high post.
You needed that. That's the Princeton offense, Dave, as you know. A lot of backdoor cuts. Nobody's on the low post. Spread the court, go back door, shoot the 3.
Let's see how Dartmouth adjusts now. Aaron Rye trying to defend Funk. Parker up top, not this time, from 15. And Knight the defensive glass for Dartmouth.
going inside. Chris Knight the ball. He's really executing for the big green.
Knight from the elbow. Schoberg on him. From the wing. Too strong this time. Isaiah Lamb rebound from Marist.
Well, Marist keep going inside, getting the paint.
That's Parker's game, coach. Right to the basket. The fake, and he'll slash through the lane, and he's so effective in that role.
He's a lefty. Sometimes you don't play against too many lefties, so you're surprised by going strong to the left, but he's one of the best guards ever in Marist basketball history.
Foul called. Aaron Wright, sophomore from Markham, Ontario, is first.
We're at Dartmouth. We'll run the Princeton offense. Great spacing, nice backdoor cut. Greatest form of flattery is copying it. And they're copying the Princeton offense. Great job executing that time by Dartmouth.
Sister is out. Wes Slackert, freshman guard from Oak Park, California. First appearance for the Big Green here in Belfast today. Lamb up top, watched by 4. Knutson. Darius Hines, a freshman. Knutson baseline, needs some help, under 10 to shoot. Funk.
Got to swing the ball side to side. They're keeping it on one side.
And a bump call, and that's really a bailout. And good news for Marist, struggling to get a good look there.
Exactly right, Dave. They were in trouble. They just too much pounding. Got to move the ball side to side.
Aaron Wright quickly picks up his second foul here for Dartmouth. Game settles here a bit. Knutson for Funk. Under 10 to shoot. Isaiah Lamb to the elbow. Hines on Barry, pulls up and hits from 10.
Great execution. He's only a freshman. Darius Hines from Alexandria, Virginia, Northern Virginia.
Bishop Ireton High School, team MVP 4 straight years. Great player in the DC Catholic League there. Foy drives, kick out for Barry. Barry's got to get going. Passing to Knight, but he lost the handle. Knutson, really nice hustle on the baseline. 11 to shoot, Dartmouth keeps it.
Dave, it's early in the season, but Marist defense has improved from last season. They gave up 81 points a game last year. They're like Swiss cheese. Now they're still got a long way to go, but there's no more Swiss in those cheese. It's American cheese.
Luke Medro is in. Freshman forward from Pittsburgh. First time for Marist here. And Foy quickly returns. Aaron Rye with the 2 fouls is out for the Big Green. 11 to shoot on the inbounds play to Foy from Barry. Three to shoot. Knight. Got to get that up quickly. Does. Yeah. Beats the shot clock. Buzzer hits off the glass with a left.
He's the guy that Marist right now does not have an answer for. So if you're Dartmouth, keep going to that big guy inside. Chris Knight, terrific in the lane.
Lamb up top. Watched by Foy. Nedro for Hines. Launches a 3. Not this time. Foy and Knight together. Rebound James Foy, one of 3 team captains for Dartmouth. Here's Knight looking for 10 points first half. He's held away the basket. Timeout in Belfast. Underway. Marist and Dartmouth. We're back here at the SSE Arena. Titanic Quarter of Belfast, Northern Ireland. And Wednesday, Marist College, chance to visit the kids here and basketball clinic held at the De La Salle College School. It's awesome. Autographs for the kids to learn a little bit about basketball. Take some shots, of course. Maybe learn a little high-low play, a little pick and roll. What do you think?
Exactly. No, they do a great job. A lot of these teams are visiting different schools around the community here and giving back, and these little boys and girls really look up to them.
Threes, a big story in our game, Pete, early.
Exactly. Marist 4 for 6 from downtown. A lot of guys are shooting it. Ryan Funk from way downtown. It's almost a 4-point shot. Funk again, he's a catch-and-shoot guy. Great form. He does it effortlessly. To the corner, Lamb in that left corner. So right now they're really raining threes, and that's what they did in the past. They've had games, Dave, where they've had 15 threes in a game against Lehigh. So they are also an excellent three-point shooting. So it's raining threes right now here in Northern Ireland.
On the other end. Smith, short, tries a three. Marist hits 9.2 threes a game. They got 4 already here in our first half in Belfast. Parker bump.
I like the fact that Marist is going inside. They're not trying to live and die unless they're wide open with it. Making threes, but keep going inside if you're Marist.
Julian Smith, senior from Boston, picks up his first foul. Knutson watched by Sister.
Yeah, as you know, Dave, after a foul, it's a 20-second shot clock. Does not go back all the way to the 30-second.
Foul against Marist.
That's one of the points of emphasis, as you know, Dave, is a moving screen. You got to stay still. You can't move, you can't twist. You got to give a full second. Be still. They call it a moving screen.
Jackson up top, launching a three. Adrees Jackson's first points of the day.
That's what they need. You got to get him going. Leading scorer for Dartmouth coming into the game.
Erasmi works for Parker. Dosic off his foot and out of bounds. Back to Big Green.
That's not what he does best. To shoot it or pass it. Dosic try to do too much on the dribble.
Remember the under-18 national squad from Montenegro. Transfer from Marshall. Looking here for Marist College.
Keep going to Jackson now. If you're the Big Green, get him the ball.
Sister kicks for 4 in the corner. 3, front iron miss. And Dosic, weak side offensive glass for Marist. High, Dosic, long 3. It is raining 3 balls here in Belfast for Marist College.
Heck of a shot, young man from Montenegro. Way downtown.
That was a bomb right there. Third, made 3 of the year.
It's a big game for both teams, Dave. Both of them want to change their losing ways and try to build a winning culture, and they got 2 outstanding young coaches. They're going to do that. It's not if they're going to change the culture, it's when.
Ford can't finish. Parker the rebound. Run out for Marist. Erasmi. A back iron miss this time. Julian Smith helps run the show for Dartmouth. Here is Jackson. Not this time. Felt like a rush shot in that possession.
Yeah, it didn't have complete control of the ball, Dave, that time.
A finish for Brian Parker, the N1. The drive to the basket, and we tell you, he has led Marist in scoring 2 years running. There's a reason why.
Very strong, physical player. Posts up, only 6'3". Plays a lot bigger than that. He gets a lot of free throws, Dave, as you know, because he's physical and he's attacking the rim. He's not a three-point shooter. That's not his strength, but he knows what he can do. And give credit that time, I think, to Coach John Dunn, posting him up a lot.
Third-team All-MAC. A year ago, Brian Parker, senior from Cleveland, chance for a three-point play. Brian talked to us yesterday about Marist and trouble finishing games. See the record there, bottom of the screen at 1-4. They're probably a lot better than that.
No question. They still got a lot of work to do. They can improve defensively, but they had Lehigh beat at Lehigh, as you know, winning the whole game. Last 2 minutes, they let it slip away. Right? And Stephen F. Austin had a lead and let that slip away the last minute or 2. So they're getting better. Got to learn how to win this way. It's a big game to try to, win a game here, get some more confidence, and believe in the system that John Dunn's putting in.
6-0 run here for Marist, Pete. Chris Knight trying to change that. Can't. Back iron miss. Matt Erasmi. Rebound for the Red Foxes. Here's Hines.
You know, Dartmouth's improved too. They almost beat Davidson at Davidson. That's a great effort. Lost by a couple.
Williams slashes the basket and scores for Marist. And that game for Dartmouth at Davidson. They had a 3 at the buzzer blocked. It was Barry trying to win it. Ended up dropping that one in close game.
Dave, when a team dominates the paint, you got to double them. You got to get them out of their comfort zone. Right now, Marist's comfort going into that lane. That's bloody nose lane. You got to get him out of there.
Samuels free for a 3. Freshman, Oceanside, California, near San Diego. Torres Samuels first points.
That 10 points in their last game against Buffalo, so it was a nice step for the young guy.
This point of the year, it's about developing freshmen, Pete. Get them ready for Ivy League play for Dartmouth. Mack played for Marist. It was a great test early for preparation. And early and often, Ryan Funk is hitting from three-point range. He's got 4 in the first half here.
Shooting the ball great, just catch and shoot. He raises up, nice form.
It goes up fast. And it's silky smooth. The net barely moves when this guy shoots it.
He doesn't hit the rim. Doesn't count if it hits the rim, what he says.
Right baseline, stepped on the paint, out of bounds.
There's a saying, Dave, shooting makes up for a multitude of sins. Chuck Daly, the great coach of Dream Team 1, bang! Brian Funk, don't worry about that. He makes those shots. He's dynamite.
Take an Aer Lingus flight and come here, fly to Dublin, fly to Belfast, and visit Northern Ireland. What a beautiful place. 39-24 Marist, the lead on Dartmouth, coming up on AT&T at the half. A sit down with Jay Wright and Muffet McGraw to discuss their mindset coming off national championships. Plus, we'll interview Sport Changes Life CEO and co-founder Gareth McGuire. That's all coming up on AT&T at the half. A little more on Marist College.
Tremendous academic institution. Enrollment almost 6,700, a little north of Manhattan in New York City area. Bill O'Reilly, a famous political commentator, is from there, and Rick Smits, the big fella, Netherlands, who was a great player there. It's a terrific institution, and I think they're really more committed to basketball now, Dave. Hiring John Dunn and getting some more help, and that's what they need.
Offensive foul, Austin Williams. A little too physical on the baseline, trying to get loose for that shot.
How about the job Aer Lingus has done? Help supporting this tournament. Wouldn't be a tournament without them. They're flying people over here and going back now to the States, Dave. All the flights are sold out. So Aer Lingus is a big part of the success of this tournament, the Belfast Classic, and we thank them for their contribution, their support for Sport Changes Life.
Very up top. 15 to shoot here for Dartmouth, trying to find an offensive groove. Samuels, the freshman. Knight, little cut. Samuels can't finish, but he is fouled and will shoot 2 free throws for Dartmouth.
Great execution. When Chris Knight touches it, Dave, good things happen in the first half. Nice give and go. It's a big 2 minutes for both teams now. Dartmouth wants to close the gap a little bit, and Marist wants to extend and try to really put this game away now. But the way Dartmouth shoots threes, Dave, this game is far, far from over.
One more for Samuels. Knutson is back in for Marist. And Parker, with that foul, will take a seat. 9 points for Brian Parker to lead the way in terms of that penetration game for Marist. Funk's been outstanding with 4 for 4 from beyond the three-point line in this first half, 12 points. Samuels, one more free throw. High school captain, Cal Federation, and San Diego's high school player of the year. He was one of 30 players picked to play in a San Diego area all-star game last year. Outstanding young talent for Dartmouth.
He is. Once again, he's getting a lot of valuable time now, Dave, playing against a great team like Buffalo, who we're going to see on Saturday on CBS Sports Network. Yep.
Got an official timeout. Could be a contact lens there for Brennan Barry. Trainers, yep, definitely. I've had that happen, Coach. Sometimes it pops out. And
oh, yeah. I have contacts. I had them before.
You got to bring backups, right? Yep. Always have a backup with you.
Yep. That's what Digger Phelps told me. Never assume, Dave. Always follow up and always have a backup. He told me that.
99th career three has come here today. We talked about Brendan Barry, 47+% from beyond the arc. That's tops active in the nation entering this game here in Belfast today. So he's got to be seeing that basket clearly, right?
Yeah, no, he's a terrific player. He makes them go. He's got to get going a little bit. Marist is doing a nice job defensively on him, but he's a terrific point guard, class young man, and he's really had a terrific 2 years at Dartmouth. Only a junior, but he's an outstanding player.
Ready to go. Barry's good. And Samuels, one more free throw here for Dartmouth. The freshman hits 1 of 2. Funk and Parker so far.
Those are the 2 top scorers for them on the season, too. Parker #1 and Funk a close #2.
Off to a great start here in Belfast, Northern Ireland today. Funk has got it. Hands off for Lamb. Launches a three overnight. It's way off and hits the baseline out of bounds. Back to Dartmouth.
Can't hunt threes now. That looked like he was a little anxious on that. Let it come to you. I would go inside to Chris Knight. Him or Jackson get the ball to the two big guys. They're playing great so far this season.
He's been quiet though. Last several minutes, he and Barry both silenced by the Marist defense. Sister works up top. Samuels hits another. Couple threes for the freshman.
Nice execution. Way to share the basketball. Big hoop for the Big Green.
As you might imagine, great student athlete. Scholar Athlete of the Year in San Diego last year. High school ball. That's impressive.
Well, a great school academically, and they're trying to build back their program basketball-wise. I think they're going to do a good job down the road. David McLaughlin, young coach.
Lamb, three to shoot for Marist, top of the key. It's short this time, front iron miss. Knight the rebound. Here's Barry, and Dartmouth on the move. Long range shot for Ian Sister. It's his first three. There's a timeout called by Marist. And it's a Dartmouth run to make it an 8-point game. 39-31. Big three for Ian Sister. 39-31 game. A run, Pete, for Dartmouth.
Yeah, really on a roll right now. These last couple of minutes, it's a big spurt for them. They're right back in the game. Marist got to defend the three. That's one of the keys, Dave. We talked before the game. So big spurt now, the last minute 10.
Three straight field goals made, 7-0 run. Over 90+ seconds for the Big Green. Just over a minute to go, first half from Belfast.
Well, Marist, I'm going inside. Let's have a wide open three.
Funk thinking about a fifth three, not this time. It's his first miss from beyond the arc. And the game shifts toward Dartmouth here.
Exactly. Big momentum now for the Big Green. Let's get a good shot. Get the ball to Knight or Jackson.
Jackson, this is Knight. He'll spin off the glass, too strong this time. Rebound for Lamb. Shot clock, game clock differential. You can see it at about 12 seconds. 20 to shoot for Marist. Here's Funk baseline. Almost dragged that pivot foot. Backdoor cut. Dosic lays it in on a nice feed from Ryan Funk.
Great pass by Ryan Funk. Good knowledge of the landscape that time by Dosic. Big hoop to Marist.
Final moments, first half. Shot clock turned off. 10 here on the scoreboard for the Big Green. Barry for Sister. 3 seconds left. Dartmouth's got to get that shot up quickly. Barry beats the buzzer. Back iron miss, and that is the first half.
Great defense at the end by Marist. They doubled the ball screen. They're looking for Barry, as you said, a tremendous three-point shooter, but they contested it. Good defense.
Marist by 10. From beautiful, historic, scenic Belfast, Northern Ireland. You're watching the Basketball Hall of Fame Belfast Classic on CBS Sports Network. Beautiful sight, Cliffs of Derry in Northern Ireland. Rope bridge, Pete, ready for that? A little windy the last couple days.
I'm not big on heights like that.
And it's a 10-point game for Marist over Dartmouth in the first half. What an opening 20 for Ryan Funk, coach, 4 threes.
Ryan Funk was tremendous. 4 for 5 from three-point land. He's a catch and shoot. He has tremendous form, quick release, great rotation. Marist was smart. They'd look for him. He knocked him down, little dribble handoff. And he almost had the one he missed, Dave, was halfway down, so he was on fire first half for sure. And that was a big thing. Marist had 23 points off their bench. Dartmouth only had 7. Big part of that was Ryan Funk. Dave, as you know, the first 5 minutes of the second half is crucial. Now, Dartmouth made a run, so what's going to happen? Is Dartmouth going to continue their run, or is Marist going to pull away? So these first 5 minutes are crucial. Who's going to win this game?
So many fans have come all the way across the Atlantic to check out the basketball here in Belfast as we check out our first half stats, Pete.
Points in the paint, we see 14 to 10, but the big thing was the bench. 23 for Marist, only 7 for Dartmouth. Chris Knight was terrific for the Big Green, 8 points, and Ryan Funk, we talked about, 12 points. So we'll see what happens, but big moment right now. Who's going to grab the game by the throat? First 4 minutes of the second half.
It's got to be Knight and Berry for Dartmouth. A chance to really shine brightly here in the second half in Belfast. Underway, second 20. Marist College in the home whites here. Parker, high-low, bounce pass. That was a set play. And a foul called. Schober. Elias Schober, junior center from Sweden. 6'9", 250 pounds. Former star with the U18 Swedish national team. Knight picks up the foul. One more for Schober.
Schober had 4 points early in the game, and then they kind of forgot about him, and other guys came in. But right now, the interior defense from Dartmouth is getting pushed around. They got to get stronger in the paint.
Good touch, Tobias Schober. It's not been a big factor this year for Marist. They're going to need him when MAC play starts.
Exactly. He's the guy that got a chance to be a double-double guy if they get him the ball and he keeps working to improve his game.
Voy for Berry in the corner. Back iron miss. And Parker has the defensive glass for Marist. Berry's been quiet, Coach. 1-3 so far for Brendan Berry in the game.
Yeah. As you mentioned before, coming into the game, he was shooting 62% from three-point land.
Schober, a second straight touch and 4 points. And Pete Gillen saying, get the ball to the big guy.
Get the ball to the big dog, Dave. Let him eat. He's hungry.
Oh, Pete, it's been too long. We haven't done a game in a whole year.
I know.
Here's Knight driving.
I was killing your career. I was killing your career. They got me off.
Never. Schoberg has the block. He's doing it on both ends of the court here for Marist. Knutson another end, a 3. A catch and shoot. And what a start to the second half for Marist College.
Doing a great job. Right now, it's all about Marist. Knocking him down from way downtown here in Northern Ireland. Stay with
Rory McIlroy, very involved in this event.
He's so generous. The Rory Foundation helps people all over the country. And here we are there at the foundation. It was great. The Rory McIlroy course, Hollywood.
It was cold with the hats on there.
It was cold.
Cold, rainy day. Took our tour on Tuesday. It was fun with the guys.
Yeah, but Rory Foundation.
CBS Sports Network crew.
Yeah, tremendously generous to the Sport Changes Life Foundation.
Did you get a hat or anything at the?
Yeah, I bought a shirt. Yeah, I'm going to wear it on my golf course.
Very
I'm going to try to get under 100.
Four-time major champion. A little trophy room at the golf club as well, the Hollywood Golf Course, just outside downtown Belfast. Very cool to see that this week.
Exactly. Almost got to get going now. It's important. But Dave, we've been around the city. It's our second year. We're blessed to be here a second time. So many wonderful things. How about the Titanic Museum, voted the top tourist bait in the world? Right? And
absolutely fabulous.
Christmas market, we're there today. I bought a lot of gifts for Christmas, and you know, if I had your money, I'd build a home here.
Sestair tries a 3, hits. That's a big one finally as Dartmouth gets going offensively in the second half. Second 3 of the game for Ian Sestair.
Yep. Mentioned before, he was shooting 71% from three-point land, 15 for 21 coming into this game, so he's got to get going. This game's a long way from over. Dartmouth is second in the country in threes made per game.
Wow, Lamb way off the mark, side of the basket. Berry has the rebound. Here comes Dartmouth looking for a run. Sestair in transition. Foy up top, watched by Lamb. Berry's dangerous from beyond the arc.
Dartmouth has 5 double-figure scorers, Dave, so they can really score the ball.
There's one right on cue. Jackson, coach, but he can't finish from a couple feet away. Here's Jackson. It's a miss, and Dartmouth really like that back. Create some momentum here in the second half. Parker drive and reverse layup. A sweet little hesitation then off the glass for Brian Parker.
He's a king in the paint. He gets into that paint, Dave, and finishes in there or gets fouled.
Foul, Marist.
Brian Parker, great inside out, nice move. He used the rim as a protector. Nice finish for Brian Parker, one of the best guards ever playing for Marist. He's 1,400 points already, and he'll be one of the top 5 or 6 guards to ever play at Marist.
4th all-time in scoring, entering play here today. Funk is in. Dozic has returned for the Red Fox. That's kind of a MO with Coach Dunn and Marist this year. Get Funk in off the bench right around that first media timeout. That's out of bounds, and it goes the other way from Marist. That's a pretty good 1-2 punch when you're bringing Funk off the bench. If he continues to shoot like that, watch out, Mac.
Yep, and once again, they do that, Dave, because some of the guys aren't that quick on feet, you know what I mean? So they move one guy that's maybe a little slow, you know, horizontally moving his feet, and then Funk is a little slow, so they don't have too many in the game at the same time. So John Dunn's thinking about defense.
Darius Hines floats and hits. Nice looking move for the freshman. Barry stumbling. Finds Idris Jackson. Hines trying to draw that charge. Does. Darius Hines hits, then draws the charge. Good job on each end of the floor for the freshman.
Yep, it's only a freshman. Jackson has it. I think it's a good call. He's moving a little bit, but he hit him in the chest. It's tough for Jackson, a big guy, 6'8", about 230, to drive against a little guy. So good job that time by Hines. Well, Marist keep going inside unless you have a wide open 3.
It's a backdoor cut for Funk. It's blocked by Foy, but maybe some contact on the way up. Yeah. And the foul coming on James Foy. Dartmouth.
Nice backdoor cut. Nice pass. Funk goes in. I don't know. I think that was a good block, Dave. I don't think that was that much contact. And then he jumped into him a little bit. That's a close call. That block charge, as you know, is the toughest call in the game of basketball. So there was contact, but there's a law of verticality. The defender can go straight up in the air. That's what I thought he did.
13 for Funk today to lead all scorers. Senior from Clarence, New York, upstate. As Knight has returned here for Dartmouth. We had a chat with both Brian Parker and Ryan Funk yesterday and reminded Ryan Funk that, hey, Rory McIlroy is from Northern Ireland. We went to his club the other day and he said, really? Did you get a chance to meet him? He's a huge Rory McIlroy fan.
Is he really? Yeah, so am I. I want to see him on the links. I don't know if he's ready for me.
I don't think you should be too worried.
No,
although the form looked pretty good with your setup there.
No, I stink. I enjoy the game, but I'm no threat to anybody except myself.
Emery, the back end, and a finish. Nice looking move by Will Emery, the junior from California, his first bucket.
Nice move. Got to hang around now if you're Dartmouth. The way they shoot threes, Dave, the game is never over. Once again, Marist has trouble closing games. They've beaten Lehigh the whole game, lost the last couple of minutes at Lehigh.
Nice cut, better finish. Erasmi, his first basket.
Nice move. Marist had a lead on Stephen F. Austin, and that slipped away in the last minute or two. So can you close the game? Can you learn how to win? She was a tough year. They're learning how to win now.
To stare. Here's Knight, the back end, and the offensive foul.
There we go. Marist is executing. They're putting on a clinic on offense. It's all about the Red Foxes' offense. Nice move. Backdoor cut. Park with the pass. Nice finish. It's all about the Red Foxes.
It's just beautiful here in Northern Ireland. Pete and I went to the Christmas market, City Center today. We saw Ulster Museum at Queen's College as well. Easy walking city. It's great here. College football returns Saturday, 1:30 Eastern. Conference USA Championship. UAB takes on Middle Tennessee in Murfreesboro. It's the CUSA Championship only on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. What a story. UAB a couple years ago shut down the program. They're back and now playing for a league championship.
That's exciting.
Amazing.
I love Conference USA. You and I do a lot of the games. We've done the tournament before. It's a terrific league, wonderful people, and good schools.
20-point game here for Marist, Pete. Thinking about Dartmouth, how do you come back?
If you're Dartmouth now, it starts with the defense now. They can't get beat back door like they're doing, and they got to control the paint now. They're getting beat one-on-one inside, so I would double it, Dave. When the ball goes into paint, I would double closest guy and rotate. It's a long game now, 15:30 to go, and once again, Marist has had trouble closing games.
Parker baseline. Dozic for Williams up top, and he travels.
Marist averages 14 turnovers a game, so they got to take care of the ball. It's a lot of turnovers. So Dartmouth's got to ratchet up their defense a little bit and try to get some steals and score in transition.
Last game for Marist, a loss at number 21 Buffalo, and they're here, by the way, as well. It was all part of the Belfast Classic, playing some games stateside, then coming here to Northern Ireland. And they just got smoked by the Bulls out of the MAC, Mid-American Conference. Loose change, Parker's on the move. Almost walked in transition. Funk up top. That release and delivery from Funk is so fast.
Yep.
You've got to be on him quickly. Good effort. Samuels trying to make that save in the sideline.
Well, was in the paint. Nice help by Marist. Nice job. That's what they got to do. You got to protect the paint. Ball goes in there. Dartmouth's got to do a much better job of that.
No foul, just called out of bounds. Dartmouth and Will Emery will inbound here as Knutson has returned from Marist. Just 1 and 4. The Sampson bracket underway. First of 2 semifinals. Your Brooklyn Albany to follow here on CBS Sports Network. Barry the drive and the and one. Finally, Brendan Barry back on the scoreboard. He had hit a 3 early in the first half. First field goal since. Chance for 3-point play.
Yep. And he struggled first half, only 1 for 4, but credit the Marist defense. They're doing a good job on an outstanding point guard in the Ivy League. Nice finish. Nice move by Brendan Barry.
Knutson picked up his first foul, and Barry has a 3-point play.
Long way to go, Dave. Marist got to keep attacking. Dartmouth's got to turn up the defense now, try to get some deflections. With the double team, the ball goes inside.
Schoberg high post. Razmi, handoff from Schoberg. Schoberg, good position. Almost lost it, almost walked. Finds Williams on the move and a foul called. Good defensive possession there, Pete, to the very end for Dartmouth.
Exactly. They doubled the post, but then they rotated. Nice cut to the basket and foul by the Big Green.
That foul's on Chris Knight, Pete. That's his 3rd, so he's got to check out for now. Aaron Rye has returned for Dartmouth. That's bad news for the Big Green.
That hurts him. He's playing great right now.
Funk tries a 2. Way long. It was too close.
Exactly. Better off way out in the stratosphere.
Barry on the move. Rye's got it outside the arc. Back for Barry.
I go to Jackson inside, the leading scorer, number 33 for the Big Green. Get him the ball.
Quiet. He's been quiet, Pete. 1-3 in the game for Idris Jackson. That's it.
You got to look for him, though. He's got to want the ball. He's got to work harder to get it.
Number 10 to shoot towards Samuels, a freshman with the handle. Here's Barry, the fake, toward the basket, 2 to shoot. Kick out instead for Rye. And it's a shot clock violation or a foul first. Rye was fouled just before that shot, which was an air ball long got launched, and 3 free throws coming up on the bailout foul for Aaron Rye.
Yeah. Once again, Marist played great D into that last second or two. A little bump there. Barry with the pass. Couldn't quite see, but Knutson got him.
2 more free throws coming up. Aaron Rye, sophomore from Markham, Ontario, Canada. He had 14 points last year against Notre Dame. His career best. Pretty impressive.
From Dartmouth, I consider a zone press Dave. 1-2-2. We'll come after, try to speed the tempo up, but they need more possessions.
First 3 free throw attempts of the year for Aaron Rye. Hits 2 to make it a 15-point game. Williams, contact with Samuels, no whistle. To the basket, that's an impressive move for Williams.
Austin Williams, 6'3" sophomore from West Orange, New Jersey, getting to the cup.
Like that hesitation. And he just took off to the 10. Just there up top. Samuels, high post play.
He can drive on Schoberg. Attack the basket, big fella.
10 to shoot for Jackson. He's not looking that way. Backdoor cut instead. Samuels, and it's a foul called on Marist on the block. Going to be Knutson again.
Try to draw the charge. Here we go. Williams going to the cup. Nice move. Excellent finish. Austin Williams, 6'3" sophomore.
A couple late possession bailout fouls from Marist. Defensively. And watch that in this one now. 17-point game, and toward the very end of that shot clock cycle, a foul call sends Samuels to the free throw line to shoot to another foul on Knutson, and that's his third.
Yep. Once again, Dartmouth keep attacking the basket unless they have a wide open three, because they do that great, Dave, as you know. All right, but they want to get into that bonus situation. 5 fouls right now on Marist. 13 minutes ago, it's a long time, so try to get fouls and score with the clock stop.
Parker's back in. Marist star. 9 points on 5 of 7 shooting and 3 rebounds. 5 assists in the game for Parker. He's been fabulous. Samuels hits the second.
There we see a little zone press. 1-2-2, 3/4 court. They're doing it to try to get some turnovers, have their defense, get their offense going. They go back to his zone. A little change of pace.
Parker left alone, high post, but good collapsing Dartmouth defense. Samuels a steal. And a big green on the move. In transition, Barry hits a 3. Long range triple from Brendan Barry. And Dartmouth right back in the game here.
Exactly. Change in D. They went zone press, Dave, back to the zone to get Marist out of their rhythm, because Marist was scoring so many points in the paint. So they're protecting the paint with the zone. The weakness of the zone, Dave, is the baseline and the high post. There's the baseline.
10 to shoot for Schoberg, baseline. Cutting Williams, trying to feed Parker. Good defensive play down low. Comes though to Parker on a loose change. And a lay it in.
Great hustle.
Big hustle hoop for Marist.
Big hoop.
Barry, the kick out. Sestair, short this time.
Made him in the States. A little different air over here. Good look though for Sestair.
Rasmussen, the freshman from Chester, New York, has the rebound for Marist.
Dartmouth goes back now to man-to-man. A little change of pace. Got a good ball game here. Dartmouth's making a run at him. Got a long way to go. Big Green can score.
All right, Pete, Sampson bracket, all games on CBS Sports Network. We've got LIU, Brooklyn, Albany. Next game, that'll be fun to watch too, right?
Definitely, a lot exciting. 2 different styles, pressing and half-court offensive. LIU Brooklyn wants to press and run. Albany wants to play half-court. Right now,
Marist in the paint.
Yeah, doing a great job. Marist in the paint. They got 24 points in the paint. Excellent move inside by Brian Parker, who's terrific in the paint. Getting offensive rebounds. They're really scoring there a lot. Here we go, nice backdoor cut. They finish inside, so they're owning the paint right now. The Red Foxes, so that's why Dartmouth went to zone. So we see 24-14, we see Marist there, 10 points in the second half in the paint, so they're controlling it. That's why Dartmouth went to the zone, Dave, for that one possession.
Samson and Goliath brackets. They're named after the famous massive cranes in the Titanic Quarter shipyard next door, emblematic of the skyline here in Belfast. They are huge.
Unbelievable. How about the Titanic Museum, Dave? How good is that?
Can't wait to go back. Saw it last year. Bury the miss.
Yeah,
long range.
Last year was great.
Dartmouth cannot corral the offensive glass. Here comes Parker and Marist. Try to take control of this game, but so far Dartmouth has been stubborn.
Went to the Christmas market today, Dave. That was awesome, right? Beautiful, great food. You know, meats of the world. Ostrich, everything.
Did you have an ostrich burger today?
I was thinking about it. You get ostrich if you want, caribou, muskox, anything. You know, all sorts of food.
I'm not going to try that.
No, I'm not going to try muskox.
But we
Caribou, I'm thinking about.
Noodles for lunch today in the Christmas market. It is incredible.
Right. We went to the museum too.
And the City Hall Museum in City Center, Belfast. It's free. Fascinating.
And this is all because Air Linguist did a great job, right? Supporting this tournament. Without them, would not be around, Dave. They put it very generous, and flights are all full going back to the States.
Yeah.
With Air
Linguist can't connect this time. Foul over the back on Dartmouth.
Dartmouth makes 13 threes a game, Dave. 13 threes a game. So they right now, Marist doing a pretty good job. Here we see a zone press, and I think they'll go back to the zone again, Dave. See what happens to try to do a better job protecting the paint. Marist is living in that lane. We talked about 24 points in that 3-second lane. So back to the zone. The weakness is the foul line, the high post. Get the ball to Funk at the foul line.
That foul was on Dries Jackson, coach. That's his second. Skip Dosic launches a 3. Short this time, follows the miss. And a kick out and a reset here for Hines.
Got to rebound the ball. Good Dartmouth.
24-15 the rebounds for Marist. Every key stat dominated by the Red Foxes so far. Dosic to the basket, can't finish. Again tries for an offensive rebound. Can't corral the rock. Here comes Sestair.
They would drive the ball now unless you have a wide open three.
Good cut, Barry, but he couldn't find a clean handle on the baseline. Samuels, Adrice Jackson. Can't connect from three. Rye, good hustle. And a fresh shot clock here for Dartmouth.
One more foul. Dartmouth will be shooting the one-on-one, Dave. So let's have a wide open three. I'm driving the basket, attacking the rim.
No double-figure scores yet for the Big Green this game. Jackson and Barry really held in check by the Marist defense. Adrice Jackson looking for the handle, lost the ball out of bounds.
Bad pass. He had a mismatch. Had Hines on him.
And Pete, this is interesting. In speaking yesterday with Ryan Funk and Brian Parker, they told us that brand new head coach John Dunn emphasizes defense so much. He said, guy said to us, 85% of practice last year was offense. This year it's 40%. They've doubled the amount of film they're watching to get ready for defensive possessions, especially when the max starts.
Right. There's a lot of ways to play the game, Dave. Bob McCaleb, a great coach at Davidson, he's a big offensive guy. Plays defense, but big offense. Other guys, big defensive guys. Bob Huggins, a great coach at West Virginia, a lot of defense. So there's a lot of ways to skin a cat. John Dunn's a fabulous coach. Defense will win him games at St. Peter's. That's what he's going to try to put into the program. Doesn't mean we're not going to shoot threes, but It's going to be defense.
Overplay by Knight comes to Knutson, though. 10 to shoot here for Marist. Hines fires to land. Knutson, top of the key. Too strong. Samuels, defensive glass for Dartmouth. Big Green needs something here, Pete.
They do. Drive the ball. Try to get to the foul line.
Foy, a spin with the left. Can't flick. Dosic, the rebound for Marist.
Good look.
Every time Dartmouth has a chance, they can't quite take advantage. Lamb at the rim, too strong on a three. And Knight has the rebound.
Got to push it now. Attack the rim.
Samuels to the basket block. Dosic, good recovery, but it comes to Knight for the hammer.
They can do it. I like it. Good timeout by John Dunn from Marist. Got a good game here, Dave. They're coming at him. Momentum's going to the Big Green right now.
That's a timeout from Marist.
Here we see now nice penetration, attacking the basket, block shot, but Chris Knight coming in the lane, right place, right time. Terrific player. Only a junior. Yeah. Beautiful campus at Dartmouth, Dave. You've been up there. I know I've been up there a couple of times. And gorgeous campus, great academics. Real big in football, as you know. And wrestling is big. Ice hockey, but basketball, they're trying to build it back with David McLaughlin.
Boy, you can melt in the middle a little more. You can melt in the middle a little more.
Second road trip outside the U.S. for Dartmouth to play regular season games. They've gone to the NCAA tournament 7 times, but the last time, Coach, 1959. Wow. For Dartmouth, and the Ivy League is stacked with some talented teams.
Oh, terrific teams. Harvard, tremendous. They're pick number 1. They're very, very good. Penn, Steve Dunny is a fabulous coach. Princeton, Mitch Henderson's a terrific coach there. They're 4th in Yale, with Jones. He's an excellent coach, Coach Jones. So Ivy's very strong. They've done a great job the last few years.
Let's see if Dartmouth can take advantage of that little mini run now. Cut it to 13. Knutson up top, hits a big 3, and the answer is no.
Marist shoots 41% from three-point land, Dave. Not quite as good as Dartmouth, but they can knock it down from downtown because previous coaching staff recruited three-point shooters. Got a ton of them.
Knight, high-low cut, Sestair, out for Foy. Samuels in the corner, there's a 3.
Samuels got 10 against Buffalo in their last game, career high. He's going to try to pass that, Dave.
He's got it, brand new career high.
Yep.
Dosic baseline, looks for help from Hines. Should have taken it to the basket there. And luckily for Marist, gets it back. Knutson with 10 to shoot. Patience from Hines, 5 to shoot. Through traffic, can't hit the floater. Front iron miss. Foy, rebound, off for Samuels. Career high 11 for Torres Samuels. Wants to expand on the number. And Funk has the rebound.
Not a great shot, a little too anxious. Freshmen sometimes, they make a good play and then they rush a little bit.
Those are key moments though, Pete.
No question.
Knutson watched by Ryan.
Gotta get the ball to Funk now. Get him a screen.
Dosic for three, way short. Good hustle, Lamb. Comes to Knight.
Got to get it under 10 now. If you're Dartmouth, you're down 13.
Within range though, Pete.
Yep, chip away.
Here's Knight on Dosic. There's a finish. Time out, Marist. Chris Knight, big game tonight in Belfast.
Chris Knight is a Terminator in a low post. Get it to the big fella. Takes it to the middle, spin back. Knight scoring during the
beauty. Take it in, Pete Gillen. Northern Ireland.
Gorgeous country day. Beautiful.
I'm going to come back in the summertime. Spend a lot of time.
No question. John Dunn now, an outstanding coach. Marist was picked 6th preseason, Dave. The coaches now in the league, in the MAC league. So that's a big part of that because of John Dunn. Did a fabulous job for 12 years at St. Peter's, as you mentioned before. And he's going to do a great job at Marist. Here's one of the guys at the Christmas market. Looks like a caribou to me. I don't know. I don't know if I want a piece of that guy. He might turn on me.
Definitely not.
John Dunn did a great job. And once again, Marist had a real tough season last year, 6-25. So for them to be picked 6th preseason, that's a great credit to John Dunn.
And that surprised him. He told us yesterday. Overplay, very good hustle right in front of us. But Marist keeps the ball 21 to shoot.
Yep. I like it. Good job, Marist, with that 1-2-2 zone press. They got to get some more turnovers. Still have plenty of time. They really can knock down the 3-ball. Dartmouth is averaging 85 points a game, so they can score.
5 double-figure scores for the Big Green. Parker up top, fake baseline, 5 to shoot. Needs some help, finds Hines. 2 hits in the paint. Darius Hines.
They own the paint, Dave. They own Bloody Nose Lane. Dartmouth's got to get more physical. They're going to knock people around, be clean but physical.
Knight over Schober, gets a roll.
Well, Marist, I'm double teaming him. Chris Knight is dynamite in the lane. He's really tough in the lane.
Her best 19 came in a win over Loyola of Maryland earlier this year for Dartmouth and Chris Knight. He's got 14 here in Belfast. Here's Funk. Not this time. Hot first half, cold in the second. Rye the rebound. Here comes Barry. Knight to fake. Double team needs some help. Foul call. Darius Hines. Guilty party off the ball.
It's nice now, David. 1-on-1. That's important. Try to score with the clock stopped.
As a team, 77% from the line as Barry shoots here. 12.2 made free throws a game for Dartmouth. Here comes Barry. Junior guard, Fairhaven, New Jersey. And at times, he's been their best player. He's a do-it-all. They'll need a great season from Brendan Barry to have a real shot in that competitive Ivy League.
He's a terrific player. One of the best point guards in the Ivy. They've been Marist doing a pretty good job keeping him in check so far, but we got 5 minutes to go. Stick with us. It's going to be a great finish.
Lead at 9. Some pressure across the timeline for Dartmouth. Here's Hines. He'll pull up. Can't hit that. Maybe a rush shot by the youngster on the baseline. Trouble to handle from Barry, but it is going to be Dartmouth ball.
The zone press back to the zone has been a good adjustment for Dartmouth. David McLaughlin, good adjustment. They had to change something, Dave. They were just getting carved up like a porterhouse steak. Dave McLaughlin, young coach, did a great job at Stonehill. And drive the ball. Let's have a wide open 3. Drive it, big fella.
Knight to the basket, blocks, Funk. Coach McLaughlin would like to see a goaltend call, but a foul is coming here against Tobias Schober.
Chris Knight Terrific player, very athletic. Nice drive to the basket. 2 free throws. Looks like a block. Might have got him with the body.
Third foul on Schobert. One more free throw for Knight.
Can Marist hold on? Big lead against Lehigh, second half. Lost it in the last couple of minutes at Lehigh. It was an excellent team in the Patriot League. Favorite to win the Patriot. And Stephen F. Austin was down there, Dave, winning most of that game. So up 7.
Should have won both those games.
Exactly right.
Now it's 7. Now they got to try to close it out. And it's something we spoke with Brian Parker about yesterday. He had no answer as to why they can't close games out. That's not the right answer. Foy near steal.
He's got to step up now. He's their leader. Terrific guard for the Red Foxes. The zone is good. The high post is up. Get the ball to the foul line right there.
10 to shoot. Here's Hines against Knight. That's a mismatch. Parker, 3 to shoot. Looking for something. Parker. That's a shot clock violation. Did not get it off in time. And it goes back to Dartmouth. That was very close, Pete.
It was close. Stick with us. We got a terrific game here in Northern Ireland. It's going right down to the wire on CBS Sports Network.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing.
The Fermanagh Lakelands, stunning lakelands in the southwest region of Northern Ireland. It's beautiful. Keys to the game, Pete. Let's revisit.
Well, Dartmouth doing a good job. No fast break points right now for Marist. Rebound, eat the glass. They're close, 24-26. So it's a good job for Big Green. Protect the rock. 11 turnovers for Marist. That's pretty good. Defended 3-point shot. They're not doing that, Marist. Right now, Dartmouth is 9 of 21 for 43%. So they got to defend the 3 if Marist wants to get this win. They let a couple slip away, Dave. It's a big, big game in this season, in my opinion.
3 or 4 losses for the Red Fox decided by 6 points or less. Until that shellacking Saturday by Buffalo, 76-49. But Buffalo's beaten everyone, including West Virginia this year. The Bulls are here in Belfast. We'll see them later this weekend.
21 in the country. Dave, outstanding team.
For Nate Oates. Here's Rye up top, big 3, Dartmouth. Front iron miss, and Hines has the rebound.
Not the shot you wanted. Chris Knight's on fire. You don't shoot that. He's on his rhythm. Maybe a second 3 all game, Dave. So didn't like that shot that time from downtown by the Big Green. Man-to-man by Dartmouth. Take your time. Clock's in your favor.
Backdoor cut. Here's Funk to the basket, and it rattles out on a dunk try by Ryan Funk.
Unbelievable.
He went up for the hammer, and it came out on him.
The Leprechaun up there, knock it away. Likes the green jerseys, Dave.
Wow.
That was tough. Great execution, just didn't finish.
Big break for Dartmouth. Chance here. Backdoor cut of their own, and offensive foul. Calling the other end on Barry. Nice backdoor by Funk. Goes up there, throws it down. Ball kicks out. But hey, it's all about defense now with John Dunn. Nice backdoor cut. The freshman steps in. Hines is listening to John Dunn. Big, big play for the Red Fox. He's watching film.
Exactly.
Hour plus a day of film. Marist watches with Coach Dunn on defense alone. Big change in philosophy with the new coach at Marist in Poughkeepsie. Parker the drive. He'll float and hit. Big conversion from Brian Parker.
Red Fox want this. They want the game, Dave.
He's got 15, a game high. Samuels, turnover, Knight couldn't find a handle. Hines with a good hustle. Here comes Parker.
They have poise now. If you're Marist, take your time. Get some touches.
Dosic, look for that backdoor cut with Parker. Well defended this time by Dartmouth. 10 to shoot, 2:15 and counting.
Go inside now.
Half.
Brian Parker, get him the ball, your best player.
He's calling for it. He wants the rock. He's got it. Too far to the basket, but he is fouled. And we'll shoot a couple for Marist.
That's good execution. Get the ball to the best guy down the stretch. Leading scorer, Brian Parker. Nice pass. He's in there. Foul on the wrist. James Foy with the foul.
2 fouls on Foy, one of 3 team captains for Dartmouth. Here comes Parker, 15 points on 7 of 9 shooting. Only his second free throw attempt of the night, does not get a roll. Shoots 63%. The line entering play here tonight in Belfast, and -5 hours East Coast, so depending on where you're watching this right now, it's not tonight.
No, definitely.
We've been up a long time.
Yeah, we're a little punchy today, but Brian Parker gets so many free throws. He has to improve that. 63 is not good enough for this outstanding player. You know what I'm saying? If you can get that line, you can't be 63% and win close games.
Makes the second for Coach Dunn.
John Dunn.
And a 10-point game. Samuels drive, too strong off the glass. Big defensive rebound from Matt Marist, freshman guard from Don Bosco Prep.
Time. Go back to Brian Parker. Get the ball to the big guy. Get it to your best player.
10 to shoot. It's in the hands of Parker. The senior has it tipped out of bounds. Good hustle by Taurus Samuels. 7 to shoot with 1:35 left in regulation.
I consider a timeout now. I'm John Dunn. Let's get a good shot. Put it away with a hoop now. John Dunn's going to do a great job. Great job at St. Peter's. I think he's going to do a great job for Marist.
Hines, baseline, hits a great pump fake, and Darius Hines. A dagger conversion on that spin and score. It's a 12-point game.
The switch, go inside.
Barry, mismatched Dosich. Kick out Samuels. In the corner, rattles out, big three. Where Dartmouth doesn't go down. Erasmi the rebound.
Good execution on that side out of bounds play. Nice curl by Hines. Jump stop. Nice pump fake. Darius Hines, a freshman. They needed a point guard, Dave, as you know. When John Dunn got the job, he went out and said, hey, I want to get a point guard. He can help us now. We got good perimeter guards, but not pure point guard. And he got one in Darius Hines. Only a freshman. Is going to be an excellent player in the MAC.
Gets the roll. 9 points. First free throw attempt. Well, the game is only 5 of 6 entering play tonight. 83.3%. Hits 2 big free throws. That's how you finish a game. Your freshman takes over.
Exactly.
Barry through traffic. Off the glass, can't hit. Jackson couldn't find a clean handle. Out for Parker. 1-on-1 and a foul called by Taurus Samuels. So Samson bracket, first semifinal. Albany, LIU, Brooklyn. Albany at 2-4. Blackbirds 3-3. Last year's NEC champs went to the NCAA tournament. Derek Kellogg starting year number 2 for LIU Brooklyn. That's coming up. Ten points for Hines. Coach on 4-7 shooting. A couple free throws. He's been really tough.
Made some good defensive plays too, Dave, down the stretch. Took a charge before.
Parker, 17 tonight. Talk about his free throw shooting. He's plus 23 of any other Red Fox in the roster in terms of made free throws. So he's going to have to be better when MAC play starts from the line. He's so important.
Exactly.
The Marist success story of 2018-19.
Leading scorer, as you know, right? He's their leader.
Slacker can't finish. And the rebound for Dosich. Foul called on Dartmouth with 37.7 seconds left in the second half. Marist trying to do what they haven't done much this year. Finish a game. And get their second victory of the season.
Shooting for 2 is number 14.
Entering play tonight, 133 of 200 minutes. That's 66% of the time they've had a lead in a game. That's something that the Marist coaches were talking about with us yesterday. Coach Dunn, as Dosich hits the free throw and one more for Alexander Dosich. So success, it appears, for the Red Foxes in their opener in Belfast. Dosich hits another. And Marist will empty the bench here. And that's got to be a good feeling for John Dunn.
Tremendous feeling. Once again, a couple of times they came up close, Dave, right? They played tough, and this one they close it. Dartmouth made a good run at him to cut it to 7. Some big plays by Darius Hines, defensively and offensively.
"19 seconds. Shot clock turned off. Hines and company in no hurry whatsoever here. Erasmi will dribble this one out, Pete, and Marist is going to finish the ball game and get its second win of the season. Dartmouth will drop to 3-4. An impressive start to the Belfast Classic for Marist from the MAC.
Exactly. Great win for Marist, the second one of the season, as you mentioned. Excellent defense. And that time, Dartmouth made a good run at him, but they closed the deal. Big win for the Red Foxes.
Brian Parker, we talked about on top of the broadcast, Coach. 7 of 9 shooting at 18 points, 4 of 5 from the line, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists for Parker, the big story. So in the Sampson bracket, there are 8 teams, 2 brackets, the Goliath and Sampson here in Belfast. LIU, Brooklyn, Albany still to come. We'll have more to recap the opener of the Basketball Hall of Fame Belfast Classic.